Chapter 6. I rub my eyes and heave a long yawn. Oh, he opened his eyes. Oh my god, it's scary. Oh, good morning. The tiger grabs my attention. He dog ears? The old book he's holding. Hope you slept well. How are you feeling? I find myself glaring at him. Eventually, I push myself up to sit more comfortably. The sun seems to just coming up. There's enough light for me to see the tiger in front of me and the sleeping dragon next to him. He's snoring. Could have been better. I'm fine though. I respond curtly, trying to give him the hint that I don't want to talk right now. He doesn't seem to get it. He's acting way too friendly. That's good. Most people don't take multiple blows to the head very well. Although I guess you're not most people. Wouldn't know. I lost my memory. He's taken aback by how nonchalant I am about that. I'm sorry. You don't recognize me then? No. He frowns a bit before trying to smile. The tiger's eager to keep a conversation. I don't really listen, but I'm suddenly reminded of the days where I'd call a cab. I'm suddenly reminded of more often than not, the driver wouldn't take the hint that I just wanted some quiet time. Eventually, he snags my attention. Hey, are you sure you're okay? Alright. When we make a pit stop, we'll look at those injuries. Sounds good. He scratches his cheek. Oh my god, he's overly embarrassed. Do you want to talk? Not really, no. Well, I guess that's a bad way of putting it. Do you have any questions? I sniff and shrug in response. He sighs. Look, I can't really, He pauses as if contemplating. Sorry, I just want to help. That's nice of you. I'll be fine. I'm being stubborn just to hold some semblance of power, even though I have a billion questions running through my head. Well, we can at least introduce ourselves. You already know my name. He grimaces. Oh, well, yes, but it's more for formality's sake. I sigh. I guess I'm not going to be able to avoid him. Alright, I'm Cyrus Cantwell. The tiger coughs. Oh, you can call me Axel. That's not your real name, is it? Again, he seems taken aback by my bluntness. I don't want to mess around anymore. Well, no, it's not. I can't tell you that right now. Oh, come. It's, don't say classified! Don't say classified. I tense up. Hey, sorry, I'm not trying to upset you or anything. I tried to release my tension with a long, drawn-out breath. I'm not exactly in a good mood. Can't say I'm surprised. Look, I really do want to help. I can't tell you who I'm working for or much about who I'm with. But I can answer pretty much anything else. I'm sure you have a lot of questions. I pinch the bridge of my nose. I think I'm getting a headache. Alright, here's a question. Can you stop talking to me? Axel deflates a bit of that. To be honest, Cyrus has been dealing a lot of things for the past how many days. I can excuse, to be honest, his little attitude right now because, after dealing with that, he needs to get angry. Axel deflates a bit at that. He nods before grabbing his book and picking up where he left off. Good. I don't want to deal with anyone right now. I lean back into the seat and stare at the window. Eventually, I do start to feel guilty. It's really not like me to snap at someone like that, no matter the mood I'm in. Even so, I need to be careful with what I say from now on. Anything I say or do could be used against me. Yeah, in the court of law. I guess I have to get used to the fact that I might not be able to trust anyone again. Wonder how long that will last. I cross my arms and tap my finger on my elbow. I managed to keep my breathing steady, but I can't deny that I'm anxious as all hell right now. I'm so sad for Cyrus. Especially, I'm sadder to the fact. I'm sadder for the fact that Cooper, my goodness, even though we won't know later that Cooper gave him away, just like that. It's time to weigh my options. Realistically, how long can the silent treatment last? Total silence won't do anyone any good. But I also have to be careful with what I say. I'll probably go insane from the mental gymnastics. Regardless, I'll survive! With an exhale, I turn towards the tiger. What are you reading? His ears perk up before he turns to face me. Oh, it's called From the Stars. You heard of it? Uh-oh. Casual conversation time. Uh-oh. Casual conversation! No, I haven't. To be honest, I'm just surprised that you're reading a book at all. Yeah, they're pretty rare nowadays. I only have a few. What is this, a Persona 5 reference? This is probably my 4th time rereading this one. I can tell, it looks pretty old. Well, it is, probably around a century old. Huh. Who's the author? Alyssa Schneider, I think. He tries to look at the spine, but it's pretty faded. My friend was the one who found it. I don't know much about her. Same. Never heard of her. I thought you said you lost your memory. Here comes the hard part. Most of it. It's fragmented. I see. So, Cyrus, I want to be honest with you. He closes his book again and sets it down to his lap. When I ask if you recognize me, it's because we were the ones who got you out of Resume. I figured. Your voice sounds pretty familiar. Oh, really? You leaving me in that alley is one of my earlier memories. Well, at least from when I woke up here. When you woke up here, huh? How much do you know? I'm far away from home and I want to get back. I see. What? It's, that's something we can talk about when we get back to our base. We have a doctor we want you to see. They can probably help. With? Axel's about to reply, but he's interrupted by a yawning dragon next to him. Ah, it's the guy. Oh, good morning, Ring. Hope you slept well. It sits itself up to stretch and then groans. I'd probably have slept longer if you weren't yapping too. When he opens his eyes and he zeroes in on me like, yapping to who? I reckon. Oh, right. You haven't been blabbing to him, have you? No, we were just talking. About. It takes every ounce of my being not to say that. Stick up your ass! I was curious about the book he was reading. I wasn't talking to you. Axel, are we really bringing him? Yes, Ring, that's been established. I'm going to make a call when we stop. Be my guest. The dragon pulls out his bulky axiom and grumbles as he works on it. What? He snaps at me. I guess I was staring at him. Even so, I roll my eyes and look away. Can't wait to run away from him in particular. Axel gives a loud sigh. Ring, you could stand to be a bit more hospitable. You could stand to use better judgment. I don't know how many times I have to tell you, this wasn't my idea. You didn't even try and negotiate with her. Why are you so against this? We don't need anyone else to weigh us down. It's hard enough to keep track of everyone as is. I really don't like being talked about as if I'm not even here. Look, I'm with the dragon on this. I don't really want to be here either. They both look at me with a bit of a shock. Then the dragon's face curls to smile like, see, he agrees with me. See? He wants to leave too. That's, not up to me, is it? Ring snickers. At least he catches on fast. Look, when we get back home... The dragon starts groaning again. Ugh, Ring, stop it. You're acting like a child. Whatever. He scoffs before working on his axiom again. Peachy guy. As I was saying, when we get back home, we'll be able to explain everything to you. I can try to explain some stuff, but we do have to be discreet while we're out and about. Okay, I'll bite. Discreet from who? From the people who have kept you captive. We're both surprised the dragon's the one who answered. Yeah, what he said. We're not out of the woods yet. They could still find us even if we're in the vehicle. In fact, our next pit stop will need to do some extractions, if you know what I mean. Well, it's kind of refreshing to get some information for once, assuming that it's reliable. What's this in vehicle? That doesn't sound like a word. It's not. It's what we call the vehicle we're in. He gestures over the dragon, who's not paying attention again. You subbed it up so that it can be invisible, hence in vehicle. Oh, see, I told you, it's the invisible vehicle. I see. Lame, right? And don't be giving away my invention so easily. Oh, so he's the inventor. I see. He's smart. No wonder he's sassy. I thought it was cool. It is kind of silly. But I stopped myself from snorting. What is resume? I can see the dragon turns his eyes toward Axel expectantly. It's a facility that they harvest people and their organs. Oh! I blink. They harvest people and their organs? Hey, come on, don't be so blunt. You already know all of this, right? I don't know why he's asking. He lost his memory. The dragon goes wide-eyed at that, like he's genuinely surprised. It's getting harder to keep my composure. Oh, so it's a facility that harvests... Wait, that doesn't make any sense then. The problem is the time. The time in this game. According to Cooper, the 7 stars happened 10 years ago. And after that, there's like... he said a century ago then. And after that, he says he's doing this work for 6 years. So that means after 4 years, he's been doing freelance work for 6 years. So that's after the 7 stars. So I'm questioning is this, if it's an organ harvesting facility, then why is it that he has some metal connectors in his back? Oh, sorry, on his back. Then that means it's either when they harvested his organs, they have to put him in an isolation chamber, and then they have to like plug him in for said isolation chamber. Because if they're harvesting his organs, then does that mean that there's a specific disease on when the said 7 stars impacted on this planet? Please stop talking as if I'm not here. It's irritating. Again, they look at me. I shrug and sigh. Sorry, Cyrus? I don't remember much, just bits and pieces. What do you remember? I hold my head and shake it. It's a lot. Although I doubt I have any useful information to give them. Let's see. Before that, I have some more questions. Shoot. When you say they can find us, I presume you're referring to people from Resume? Indeed. They've been looking for you for a while. You were in one of their highest security facilities. It's not hyperbole to say that you're extremely valuable to them. Okay. How come? Well, it's your blood and genetics. What? It's kind of hard for me to explain. That's why I want our doctor to tell you. They know more about it than anyone. I can't help but pull my sleeves up to examine the numerous scars along my arms. I see. When I look up, they're both stunned. What? The dragon coughs before trying to wave it off. The tiger keeps staring. Whoa! I'm sorry. I didn't realize how far they had gone. Well, I guess losing my memory wasn't the worst thing to happen. Maybe. Well, speaking of, we could potentially bring your memories back. Oh yeah? Yeah, this isn't the first time something like this has happened. We even know the cause of it. That we were careless and didn't handle the operation well. Hey, don't be so hard on yourself. We did what we could and no one got hurt. No one got hurt, he says. No one got hurt, he says. He's still looking at his axiom, but holding his teammate's shoulder with his other hand. Thanks, Ring, but we did screw up. Cyrus, I don't know what you've been through in the past week, but it's our fault for not being more careful. For that, I'm sorry. Even while still sitting, he bows down in repentance. Ah, so Japanese. It's honestly kind of awkward. I still don't know what he's talking about. It's alright. Pat, I guess. Like I said, I don't know what happened. I don't have any ill will toward you for anything. You probably could. Cause of us, you're stuck here. The dragon chuckles to himself as if it's funny. Oh, I think you specifically are kind of a dick. Oh yeah? The dragon slides off. It's accidentally closer to me, but Axel stops him. Hey, seriously, that's enough. Alright, alright. I wasn't actually going to do anything. Not like he could feel it if I tried. All of a sudden I remember the gun in my pocket. And how I'd like to exude some level of power for a change. No! Don't do it, Cyrus! They have guns too! Look at his back! Look at his arm! On one hand, I should keep that hidden as the last resort. Keep it hidden, keep it hidden! Although it wouldn't do me too much good. I'm pretty sure Cooper didn't unlock it. You dare say his name in front of me. I mean, ugh! You okay? The tiger snaps me out of my momentary stupor. Just thinking. Next question. Do you know someone named Lance? The reactions are some of the most surprising I've seen. I can hear the dragon quietly gad before being bug-eyed. The tiger looks incredibly conflicted. Oi. Hey, how do you know that piece of trash? He's growling. I'm not sure if it's directed to me or the aforementioned piece of trash. I keep my cool. Glad I'm getting better at that. He's the one who found me when I woke up, although he went by Cooper. Ring looks at the visibly shaken tiger. Hey, Axel. No, it's fine. I want to hear about it. I assume you all have some history together. What makes you say that? The dragon snaps at me. Well, your attitude for one thing. He told me a bit about you, though. Oh, I'm sure he did. Ring. Let him speak. I want to hear. The tiger takes a deep breath to regain his composure. Please, Cyrus, go on. I want to know what you've experienced this past week. Yeah, what do I have to lose? This gives me an excuse to talk shit about that asshole! Even so, do you promise to be as honest as you can be? I do. No classified bullshit? I don't. I'm not going to let him give away any of our secrets. And it's a good thing I wasn't talking to you, isn't it? The dragon looks pretty mad while Axel is trying to hold back laughter. Okay. Obviously I can't let you know sensitive information that doesn't have to do with you. But if it does, I'll use my authority as a leader to make it okay. How's that? Fine by me. Where do I begin? I recount all of my experiences I had with the yellow wolf. Axel is listening intensely with a plethora of facial expressions. Even the dragon seems invested in the overall story. I have a feeling that Cooper and Ring are always fighting together. Like Naruto and Sasuke. Or Sonic and Shadow. Even the dragon seems invested in the overall story. Oh, yeah. Obviously, I know you all had shared history. I'd like to know about that too, if possible. Axel grimaces and Ring looks at him with worry. I can handle that part. Wow, calling me surprised. Oh my god. Seems like he's not completely terrible. Alright, just know that he hates you all. Pretty much. Figured. He's clenching his fist in his lap. It's probably not a good idea to provoke the giant tiger in a close space. I let it go for now and continue with my story. Admittedly, I'm a bit winded after recalling everything. I didn't realize how much really happened over the course of 1 week. Ring looks like he's contemplating something. Same with Axel. Maybe they're just going to tell me that's a common experience for folks around here. I hope not. That'd be effed up. Like, oh my god. Eventually, I decided it's up to me to break the silence. So, that's it. At least as far as I can remember. Well, Ring? I'm thinking. Give me a second. Ring pulls out his axe and starts fiddling with it. I look towards Axel and he holds his hand out to signal for me to wait. It doesn't take Ring long to finish. Alright, I guess he can stay for a little while. That's a lot of decently incriminating evidence. Definitely not enough to put a dent in our workload, but if we can get his memories back... That's what I was trying to tell you! Axel states in an I told you so tone. I still don't think it's a good idea, but I can't deny that's a lot of useful information. That is, if we can prove it's true. How will you do that? We can try to probe you. I pause. No thanks! I wasn't being serious. He lets out a dry laugh. Could have fooled me. Like we said, we know a specialist who can try to help you. You have more in common with them than us. We'll let them handle most of the nitty-gritty details. You know what's funny? If it's freaking Diana, I would scream. I sigh. That's something at least. Not as much as I'd want. But what can you do? Alright, at least we're getting somewhere. This is a refreshing change of pace. Sounds like Lance kept you in the dark. Don't say his name! He didn't even tell me my own name. Ring whistle. Damn, that sounds like him though. Speaking of, I told you what I know. What can you tell me about Lance? Is that even his real name? Oh yeah, he had you call him Cooper, huh? He's running out of names from what I can tell. You're not the first one to say that to me. Not surprised, but yes, Lance is his real name. Lance Krager. I only knew him for about a year or so, but he was part of our group since its inception. What is your group exactly? Ring and Axel look at each other. Ring shrugs, giving the floor to Axel. About 7 years ago. 7 years ago! We started out as a band of thieves. Most of us had split off over the years for one reason or another. Myself, Rose, and Lance were some of the founding members. From what I heard, it was a pretty wild time. That's putting it lightly. It's a lot to go over, but as for Lance... He's quick to tense up again. Ring steps in just like before. So today our group is more of a mercenary deal. We don't really go around fucking shit up for no reason. He pauses. Usually. I can't help but snort. Damn it, I need to keep my guard up. I guess after telling him my weak story, I'm feeling more open. I need to reel it back in. We offer all kinds of services now, if it pays well enough. In fact, bringing you all the way out here was another job of ours. Great. Sorry about that. We'll try to make you as comfortable as possible. Although we can't exactly let you out of our sight for the time being. I narrow my eyes and I lean back in my chair. Define time being. Pretty much forever. Don't get me wrong, I don't really want you here either. You're not exactly subtle about it. Thank you. Anyway, our current job is to keep you safe for the foreseeable future. Unless you want to go back to resume. Can't say I do. Am I going to be under, like, house arrest? Maybe if some agents are spotted around town. Although most folks we live around don't care for resume either. Oh, that's surprising. How come? I thought they were doing a lot of good for people. So do most people. Those who know the truth tend to stay away nowadays. How many people know? Not many. Another one of our current jobs is to try to accumulate as much information as we can to show the world how bad they are. So it's like the Umbrella Corporation. Even so, it's possible that people won't really care. They led the medical field by doing inhumane things, but those inhumane things have saved thousands of lives. Wouldn't be surprised if you save a few hundred yourself. Ring. Sorry, that was in bad taste. Wouldn't know. I don't know what you're talking about. We'll fix that, whether you like it or not. Great. Ring, stop antagonizing him. I'm just saying, if we're going to have him live with us, he needs to pull some weight. He doesn't have to do anything. He's been through a lot as it is. Again, forgetting I'm here. Hello. I sigh loudly. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not in the best mood. I'll try to keep that in mind. I'll make sure Ring does the same. I stare at him for a moment. Thanks. He seems okay so far. He seems okay. He'd have to be a pretty good actor if he's faking his friendly disposition. Looking back, I don't think Lance was acting. There's a lot of half-truths. If I wasn't so naive, I would have seen this coming from a mile away. I'll need to keep that in mind the next time I'm about to get told off. Can we keep talking about Lance? I really want to know more about him. Axel tenses up again. Ring is about to speak, but Axel interjects. What do you want to know? Axel. It's fine. He gives a reassuring smile to Ring. I want him to trust us, but even if it means talking about the past. Ring looks comprehensive for a moment before relaxing back in his chair. The floor is all your boss. Thank you. So, Cyrus, what about Lance do you want to know? Knowing that he's a touchy subject almost makes me second guess what I want to ask. But I have to know what he's really like. Why did you kick him out of your group? Axel rubs the back of his head. Straight to the point, huh? Well, it's a long story. Take your time, I'm in no rush apparently. Let's see. To cut to the point, he sold one of our crewmates off. I blink, but I can't say I'm surprised. I know he's selfish, but he can't be that selfish. I guess that's a common thing for the bastard. Seriously? It was a human named... Sorry. It was a human named Xavier. We were all pretty close, but one day he went missing. We gave up looking for him after 6 months. It eventually came out that Lance sold him to the very people he handed you off to. I gripped my thigh tightly. Is this guy for real? Xavier was pretty special to us. He was an unparalleled beacon of optimism. As you can imagine, when we found out that what Lance did, we wanted nothing to do with him. I still think we should have killed him. Yes! Ring interjects while wearing a sour expression. Sometimes I think you might be right. See? Listen to the one with brains! If it makes you feel any better, he's always scraping the bottom of the barrel for a decent meal. Even that's too good for him. I still remember that day. I hadn't gotten that mad in a long while. We were on a mission when he let it slip. He was so excited to announce a big payout for a job he had been working on. Rose smashed his muzzle pretty hard. Oh, the hyena mommy! She beat me to it. I hadn't seen her so angry before either. I gulped. What was the job? He said he got 600,000 plumes for the job. It took nearly half a year to get it all, but when he did, he couldn't help but jump into my arms. When I asked how he got such a large sum of money, he froze. You could tell he tried to prepare a sound and reasonable explanation as to why he sold one of our best friends. The effort tried his best to make sure he wouldn't get mad. Suffice to say, we were mad. I don't blame you, and he deserves the punching! He deserves a bullet to the heart! Sorry, I know it's a touchy subject, but I have to know. Why did he sell Xavier? Was it just for money? Axel takes a deep breath before letting out a long sigh. He was a lot like you. You both carry a really precious resource. Your blood. I furrow my brows. Our blood? Yes. Both you and Xavier are known as Pristine carriers. What does that mean? What does that mean? Your blood and biology are extremely valuable to the facilities in Resume. I hold my head for a moment. I feel like I'm about to remember something. Like a distant memory of someone drilling into my back. What do they use it for? You know how there's almost like a universal blood type amongst humans? Yeah, blood type O, yes. Well, there aren't even humans whose blood and organs can be transplanted into any species. Uh-huh. I'm starting to feel clammy. My stomach is empty, but I can feel warm saliva pooling in my mouth as if I'm about to throw up. Indeed, there aren't a lot of people like that across any species. Maybe 3 or 4 dozen. Okay, and what about... What do they do there? Cyrus, I think we could use a break. No! Tell me more! This isn't an easy thing to talk about for any of us. I want to know more! I deserve to know! Wait, no, I'm okay. F me, I'm already showing my weak side. Sorry, I want to know more, please. Axel looks at Ring for a moment. Ring shrugs again. Don't look at me, you said you'd be the one to take care of him. I guess I did. Sorry, Cyrus, what else do you want to know? Can you tell me more about Resume? Well, I can assume you can infer what they do there. I gulp. Do they use us? Pristine carriers is like farms? In layman's terms, yes. I roll up my sleeve to look at the scars on my arms again. Do I really want to know what happened to me? Who I was? Yes! We want to let our doctor fill you in on most of the details. They have experience with treating cases like yours. They are more like me? Thanks to us. Every chance we get, we try to bust someone out of that hellhole. How has that been going? In the past 5 years, we've only been able to help 6 people escape. Oh my god. Including me? Including you. I don't know how we managed it. We almost didn't. You were our hardest one yet. Apparently, he's the most valuable. Why is that? You're someone who had some of the best synchronization rates with other people. Your blood, organs, and bones were compatible with almost every person they put them in. Your blood, organs, and bones We're compatible with almost every person they put in. Then wait, are you telling me he's losing some bones? Is that why he doesn't have nerves on some of his hands? Because of that, you were locked away, much more so than the other carriers. Oh. That's the gist of it, yes. Are you okay? No, not really. Mainly because I'm finding it hard to believe all of that, but that would explain my scars. You're taking it rather well. I've been told I have a good poker face. Once. I don't know what to make all of this. It's a lot. That's understandable. Just know if you need to work out something out, we can help you. That's something comforting, although I need to be smart. Thanks, but no offense, I don't really trust you. Not yet anyway! That's somewhat comforting, although Axel looks a bit hurt. Ring looks indifferent. That's understandable. I'm not going to try to push you. You've been through a lot. I just hope that you'll let us help you when you need it. I appreciate it. I think I just need some time. Well, you'll have plenty of it, roomie. Oh, right. I'm living with you guys now, huh? Yep, that's not negotiable. But like I said, we'll accommodate you to the best of our abilities. I see. Well, it's not like I could really do anything about it. It will be best if you cooperate with us. We're not going to hurt you. Well, I might if you get on my nerves. Again, I'd like to see you try to hurt me. That's a fact. That a fact? Guys! Axel tries to get us to stop this childish quibble. He started it. Anyway, is there anything specific you want when we get back? We have to clear out one of the rooms, but we can try to accommodate your needs. I never really thought about it. I don't know what kind of stuff you'll really have. It can be something small. For starters, money's not really a problem. Hey, don't use our funds on him. I'm using mine, don't you worry. You're so easy, man. I'm just trying to be a good host. Axel crosses his arms with pride and lets out a breath through his nose. Come on, there must be something you miss. Food, drinks, pastimes, you know, some stuff like that. I mean, I used to play the piano a lot. Wait, what? You do? But it's been so long, I'm worried I wouldn't be very good at it. But the problem are the nerves on your fingers. Oh, I think I know. How about a bath, like a tub? Talk about old-fashioned. Fitting. Hey, I like baths too. I have one you can use. Then we can work on getting you one. That'd be great. I can't remember the last time I've taken a bath. That was yesterday. No, that was 2 days ago, sorry. Ring raises a brow at that. Axel continues. We'll have our doctor show you how to cover the ports on your back. They're water resistant, but it's still a good idea. You know about those too? Yes, sadly. I'm not sure if I want to know what they were used for. I wouldn't either, but we do have some conditions. We need to learn as much about Resume from you as we can, no matter what. Why? So we can expose those freaks to the world and beyond. And that's why you want my help? I have a feeling that the parts on the back are for harvesting his blood. Indeed. We also want to help you recuperate from all they've done to you. I'm told you can't feel pain, is that right? Yeah. They did that to you. They treated your nerves for a long time in order to be more efficient at, for lack of a better term, harvesting from you. So they burn all of the touch nerves. Gosh damn it. I shudder again. I can almost feel scalpels cutting my skin and muscles apart so someone can pick out my bones. I see. I think I could use that break now. Sorry, that's too much! Of course, it's nothing to apologize for. Hey, boss! There's a voice coming from the ceiling. Must be an intercom. Hey, Rose, what's up? We're coming across our first pit stop. We'll probably need to stay overnight. Understood. Axel turns towards me. Do you want to get some fresh air soon? That'd be pretty nice, to be honest. Just try not to run. Wouldn't dream of it. Ring growls as we got into a glaring contest. Axel sighs. Glad to see you two are getting along. Ring and I let out a giant hell no! Oh hell no! Oh hell no! Got into a childish argument while Axel looks on, chuckling to himself. In the back of my head, I can't help but wonder if I'm happy to find someone new to spat with. After we both cooled down, Axel and I got to chatting. While Ring kept to himself while working on his axiom, he started telling me about what he does while not on any jobs. You really run your own bar? Sure do. Well, I try to. I usually have a manager keep tabs on the place while I'm away, but I can make a mean cocktail. Huh. I wasn't a huge drinker back home, but I like Long Island iced teas. Oh, what's in it? Oh, short! So what is in it? Tea and ice and sugar! Try to think back as much as I can, but all I can recall is just a mishmash of a bunch of stuff. Everything? It's a lot of liquor of different types? I see. Maybe I can try to make you one sometime. Maybe. I doubt you'd have the right stuff. We had to go to a specific bar in town just to get anything good. Why's that? Our college had a lot of bars, but only a few were any good. We liked the gay bar the most. Oh yeah? Oh! He's like, oh yeah? He's writing his brow suggestively, like, Whoa, easy there, tiger. Whoa, deja vu. Sounds like I'm talking to Damien. None the wiser, Axel chuckles. Sorry. Do go on. Huh? What? Just missing home. I'm still not sure how I'll get back. Axel opens his eyes. Oh, you're trying to go back? Well, yeah, I miss everyone. I see. I'm not sure if there's anything we can do about that. It seems to be getting more and more impossible each day. Ring coughs. Well, we might not have drinks like that, but we got some shite that will knock you out for a month. That doesn't sound very fun. You get used to it. In our line of work, we need it from time to time. You like what you do? Ring doesn't respond and focuses on his axiom again. Prick. What about you? Do you like what you do? It has its perks. We live comfortably, but we do some pretty serious stuff to put food on the table sometimes. Such as? Well, I have a question. Don't they need a bathroom break? He sighs. We have been hired as hitmen before. Oh. He's so casual about it. That's kind of freaky. Reminds me to stay on my guard again. I see. Whatever gets the bread, I guess. What about bread? It's an expression. Whatever gets you paid, basically. Ah, well, we usually ship one guy out to do those jobs. Hey, don't talk about him behind his back. I wasn't. I was telling Cyrus what he does. Well, don't. His privacy is more important than anyone else's, and you know that. I know, but he's not going to be able to avoid Cyrus forever. Let him introduce himself if he lasts that long. What? What? We're not going to do anything to him. You're not, but... He gives a weird grin, trying to be over the top with his joke. Axel flicks his ear, which makes Ring to wince. Stop it! Okay. You're no fun. This isn't supposed to be fun. Those were your words, remember? I don't recall. Rose interrupts over the loudspeaker. Okay, guys, we're here. Thanks. Ready to go get some fresh air, Cyrus? Sure. I gaze out the window. It looks pretty desolate. Probably wouldn't be a good idea to run away now. I turn back to Axel. He's got an optimistic grin on his face. I sigh. What's the worst that could happen? What was that? Nothing. The vehicle comes to a rolling stop. When Axel and Ring get up, I follow suit. Oh wow! They're tall! I'm 6 feet. You're 6 feet?! I'm 6 feet tall, and I'm pretty sure Axel is about a foot taller than me. Ring has maybe a couple of inches on me. Yeah, I think it'd be in my best interest to just play along. Everything okay? Axel looks down to me, still smiling. Huh? Oh, I just didn't realize you were so big! He's tall, huh? So are you, Ring? Mm-hmm. I think he's sulking. Does he have a height complex or something? Thankfully, I stopped myself from snorting. You're pretty tall. I didn't know many tigers, but one I was pretty close to was just a little shorter than Ring. Dragons are supposed to be taller. Oh, wow. Yep, that's a complex. I don't really want to get into that right now. Tiny. Wait, how long are we gonna stay here again? Probably for the night. We'll get up really early, and should be able to make it back by lunchtime tomorrow. I see. Now that I think about it, I'm getting kind of hungry. The last meal I had was breakfast yesterday with, I grimace. The dumb part of me wants to try to be pretty and not take a random person's food again. Thankfully, the smart part of me pushes to ask for something to eat. Hey, sorry, but do y'all have any food? I haven't eaten since yesterday morning. Axel opens his eyes in shock. It's not for very long. I can't help but wonder why he keeps them shut. Oh, of course, we pack a lot for the trip. I have dibs on the dumplings. Now, we have gas, Ring. The dragons groan loudly before staring bullets at me. Ah, my dumplings! Those are mine! I gulp. Those are his. Axel sighs again. Cyrus can have some, Ring. We have plenty. I'm watching you. Please don't. Alright. Move along, you two. Axel gets behind us and starts to push us out of the in-vehicle.
They all acting like children.
Oh, hey there! She perks up and walks up to me, kneeling down so she's more eye level. She's tall too. So how are you feeling? Fine, thank you. She claps her hands together. It gives me a good look at her prosthetic arm. Good! I'm glad. You were in a rough enough state the first time we found you. The hyena starts to pat my head. I can tell she's holding back, but that doesn't stop her from bobbing my head up and down. She seems pretty nice, but I'm already a bit overwhelmed with everything as is. Oh, we didn't go through all that trouble just for you to squish him, Rose. What do you mean we? Axel and I did the work. You just stayed in the car. Hey, you wouldn't be able to do jack without me hacking into their security systems. Which screwed up so bad that we lost a whole week of progress and nearly got us all caught. You bashed in the guard's head after they asked you for your authorization. I was sending it to you. They started to get into each other's face like... Both of them are puffing up as they argue. Instinctively, I take a step back. Not realizing I back into Axel's chest like, ooh, chest. Oh, sorry. I moved to stand next to him. You're fine. What's up? Is this normal for them? Oh yeah, they do this all the time. I look back at the bickering duo. I can't even understand what they're saying anymore. I thought I liked bantering, but this? Maybe they're just that close. Axel doesn't seem to want to stop them. You can leave them be. They've been cooped up for a while and probably want to blow off some steam. Rose and Ring are pulling on each other's face at this point. Huh. Want me to give you the tour? Sure, why not? It's not much, but we've staked out here a few times. It looked like an old warehouse. Is it safe? The roof caved in once, but we fixed it. But why don't you just stay in the car? We have to power it down in order to conserve energy. Duh, Cyrus! It gets stuffy and hot really fast with 3 people. Huh. Why don't we just find a capsule motel? Oh, you've used one? Lance took me to his place with one. Oh, well, there aren't many places that could fit everything we bring. Believe me, we've tried grabbing an in-vehicle in one. I see. Do you need any help setting up? Sure! You can help me carry some supplies in. It'll give us a chance to avoid the bickering. Sounds good. We make our way around the side of the in-vehicle. Rose is nearly strangling Ring on the ground like... Ring lets out yells here and there like... Axel opens a panel on the side of the car. Rose, play nice. Okay. Why you little... I'll think about it, boss! He's still smiling. It's a typical Tuesday, I guess. Weirdos. It'd be so endearing if I wasn't forced to be here. Okay. I'm gonna start bringing stuff in the warehouse. Shouldn't take more than half an hour to set everything up. If you could grab some of the smaller boxes, that'd be appreciated. I'll try. It takes a bit of effort, but even my spindly arms can lift up to two of the boxes. Maybe I can garner some trust by being cooperative. Find out what they know. Then book it! Oh yeah, do you have any favorite foods? I probably do, but I don't remember any off the top of my head. I see. Well, if you figure out anything, let me know. I'll be happy to make it for you. Spam! Axel gives me a reassuring smile. At least I think he's trying to be reassuring. Stupid wolf. I hate that I can't take gestures like that at face value anymore. I'll think about it. What about you? What's your favorite? That's a toughie. I have a lot of favorites. Axel nods in the direction of the warehouse, signaling me to follow. Wow, that's a big warehouse. If I had to pick, it'd probably be some kind of seafood. I love fish. I can't help but chuckle. What? Nothing, it's just I know another tiger with similar tastes. Oh, I see. Well, it's pretty common for us to like fish. I wouldn't pass up a good steak, though. I don't think I would either. I can't help but think back a bit to a time where I convinced Damien to go on a nice date with me. It's fuzzy, but I can make the general idea out. I remember how much he griped about wearing a buttoned-up shirt. It looked good on him. I can't help but sigh. Something wrong? Just reminiscing? Something sad? No, not at all. I can't help but smile a little as I head into the warehouse. What are they like? I hesitate as I plant the boxes down next to Axel's. It'd be nice to talk about myself for a change. Trying to think of all the possibilities of the spot is sort of debilitating. This would be a good opportunity to keep some level of control in the conversation. He's my boyfriend and I miss him. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Hear what? Well, he's passed on, right? What? No, what? What? No, what? Huh? Why would you think that? For some reason I feel a bit of heat in my cheeks. I don't know, I think you'd know someone back in Resume like that. I didn't know him there, I knew him back home. Oh, I see. Sorry for misunderstanding. The big tiger looks embarrassed. I wasn't trying to insinuate anything. I huff. It's fine. I don't know why I got so riled up myself. It's okay. You've been through a lot, especially in the past few days. Tell me about it. That's what I was going to say. I know you gave us the rundown earlier, but I want to know more about your thoughts on the situation. What's there to talk about? I was handed from one person to another group. Well, that may not be entirely inaccurate. We did break you out of Resume to keep you as far away from there as possible. Axel is rummaging through one of the boxes. It looks like he's setting up some portable cooking equipment. You hate Lance? He asks it so casually, but I can't tell he's been wanting to ask for a while now. I ponder for a moment. I'm still not sure. It all happened so fast. I think I still have emotional whiplash. We can work through that if you want to. I'd understand if you'd rather not, though. After everything you've been through, I'm sure trusting people is a challenge and in and of itself. Maybe. I can't tell if he's reading my vibe or just being considerate. There shouldn't be any harm in venting my emotions as long as I remain perceptive. Right? I guess it's not inaccurate to say that I kind of hate him. It surprises me how hard that was to say. I mean, he dragged me around just so he could sell me. Speaking in half-truths, probably just to make himself feel better too. Oh, you wouldn't want to stay with me. Damn right I don't. But even still, I pause again. Axel stops at what he's doing to give me his full attention. Take your time. It's just, even though I can't figure out what was real and what wasn't, how much of our friendship was a lie. Axel nods. I guess he had some experiences himself. What do you think? Me? Well, Well, that seems to have got him off guard, huh, Mr. Ex-Boyfriend? I guess I'm just surprised with how similar our experiences were. I knew him for a long time, but didn't expect him to do what he did. All for the sake of our found family, no less. Although I'm pretty sure he was just in it for the money. Sounds about right. Money was all the guy could talk about. Just hard to believe he'd go off and sell someone he swore to protect. Even harder to believe that he thought we'd understand. Well, I'm glad you didn't. No, we understood why he did it. We just didn't agree with it and threw him out. Now it's his turn to pause. Sometimes I still think that I should have ended it there, so that he wouldn't keep doing it. It would have been wrong us to say that it's partly my fault that you had to deal with him in the first place. I'm sorry about that. That surprises me. He's playing more honesty in the past few hours than I've seen in the past week alone. Sorry, didn't mean to make things heavy. Do you mind fetching the others? They should be done with their squabble right now. Right about now. I'll need some help getting dinner started. Oh sure, I'll be right back. Something about him. He's not like Lance. And while I want to stay alert, something tells me I can trust him. Hope I can. For my sake. Maybe it's the smile, I don't know. And back here, the sun's starting to set. Now that I think about it, won't it get cold? The warehouse doesn't look insinuated. I'll need to ask for a blanket or two. I don't see the hyena or dragon outside. Maybe they're still by the car. I move around the bulky car and sure enough, there they are. Big looks passed out on the ground. Rose is tinkering with her arm. Everything okay? Oh, hey, Sai! What's up? I grimace. Axel says he wants some help with dinner. Gotcha. Sorry, didn't realize how late it's gotten. She gets up and dusts off her jeans, leaving the dragon behind. Are you gonna get him? If he misses out on dinner cause he pissed me off, that's on him. He knew what he was getting into. Harsh. He's still breathing at least. To be honest, the petty side of me does take some satisfaction in seeing him flat on the ground. But at the same time, the considerate side of me wants to make sure he's okay. You go on ahead. I'll go check the damage. It'll take more than that to kill him. Not much more, but more. I see. Trust me, he'll be fine. Probably. Great vote of confidence. If you really want to wake him up, just tell him someone is eating you-know-whose food. That should do it. Okay, well why don't you go and do that? Because it's been getting on my nerves and I don't want to. Simple as that. A bit too simple, but I guess I can respect the pettiness in some degree. Besides, he sucks at cooking. I was already going to be doing most of the work with Axel. Him being up wouldn't make that much of a difference. I see. I can't tell if they will have a close relationship or they just hate each other. Maybe both. Well, I'll see you inside, I guess. He waves as she walks in. I turn my attention to the dragon laying on his back. Honestly, I kind of want to head back into and leave him there to die. Maybe this is an opportunity to get on his good side. I mumble to myself as I walk over to and crouch down beside the dragon. There's a bit of drool dripping from his mouth. Hey, you. Yeah, hey, you. Are you okay? Besides some grumbling, there's not much of a response. I'm definitely not strong enough to pick him up. Wonder if I should go get Axel for this. Then I'm reminded of what Rose said to me. Might as well try it, right? Hey, Ring, someone is eating you-know-whose food. The dragon snapped it! The dragon snaps his mouth shut and starts to glare at me before sitting up and grabbing my shoulders. Was it you? Did you eat the food Silver made me? Instinctually, Silver? Is that his name? Instinctually, I tried to push on the dragon's chest to get him off me with little success. Don't touch me! Who the hell is Silver? Ring seems to come as he quickly pulls back his arm to cover his mouth. His eyes are wide as he slowly lowers his hands. He has a crush on him. You didn't hear that. I sure did. It's either Silver is a girl or Silver is a boy. I don't know. androgynous. I sure did. His moment of fear is quickly replaced with an animosity. If you let anyone know I told you that name, I'll kill you. Where have I heard that before? Annoyed, I get myself up and pat my pants clean. Whatever, man. Dinner's gonna be ready soon. That's all I came here to tell you. Yeah, definitely a waste of time. I can hear the dragon curse himself behind me as I make my way back inside. Like, oh, mother! Son of a... Well, that's the end of that scene. I want more scene with Rose! My bad mood quickly dissipates. Something smells really good in here. I hadn't been gone for very long, but Axel and Rose have set up a small kitchen station to prepare everything. Oh, there you are. Do you have any requests, Cyrus? No, I'm not very picky. Good, I think you and I will get along fine then. If you say so. Do you need any help? Did you get ring up? Unfortunately, yes. Rose snorts at that. He's grumpy when you wake him up, especially when you're trying to eat his you-know-whose food. Also has loose lips. Axel drops the smile. What do you mean? Hey! Ring walks in grumpy as ever. Rose, did you eat Talon's food again? No, I didn't, you dumbass. I just knew you'd wake up if someone said that. I see. Talon must be Silver's code name. Now, there's a nugget of information to keep in mind. I wonder if I'm petty enough to blackmail. We shall see. Ring glares at me. Talon. It must be a lizard or a reptile, I don't know. What? Nothing. I roll my eyes and decided to return to ignoring him. Axel, do you need anything else? Not really. Almost food's done. Food's almost done, sorry. There are some crates around the place you could grab for us if you want. You want them anywhere? Just make a circle. We'll put some of the food in the middle for people to serve themselves. Alright. Looking around the warehouse, there's a variety of boxes. Some look like wooden crates, while others are similar to the ones Lance had. They certainly won't pass for a matching dinner set, but I guess they'll get the job done. Since they're mostly empty, it's just a matter of pushing them into place. Thankfully, it doesn't take me very long. Looking over my shoulder, I see Axel and Rose working away. Can you pass me the salt? Coming right up! Got the peppers? Here you go. They're working pretty well together. I wonder how often they do improv dinners like this. Wait, someone's missing. I moved the last box over and noticed Ring leaning against the wall. On his axiom, I can't help but frown. Ring catches me staring at him. He sneers back. I roll my eyes and dust my hands off before checking on the others. That smells amazing! I'm surprised you were able to make do all the way out here. It's nothing much. It's pretty common for us to go on long trips, sometimes through the desert. We had to get good making food that keeps for a long time. Rings used to make us military-grade food. His meals get old pretty fast. There's military? There's a military? Is that why he's sulking in the corner? No, he knows he's really bad at cooking. It's either bland as hell or he makes it so spicy he'll blow up a toilet. Come on, Rose, don't be so hard on him. Cooking isn't easy. Obviously not with how he handles himself in the kitchen. He overseasons everything to suit his taste. He once told me it's something to do with being part dragon. Different taste buds. Wouldn't be surprised, but I'd rather not have a gallon of milk at the dinner table if I can avoid it. You don't like spicy food? I do, but not how he does it. When we get home, I'll make you one of my specialties. Sure. We can try to make all sorts of things for you. It might help you remember which are your favorites. He doesn't even remember that much? Oh, she's sad! No! No, Rose, don't be sad! A tear slides down her cheek. Poor guy. I'm fine, really? I can't miss something I don't remember. You don't have to trouble yourselves over me. Okay! Oh, okay! Axel, can you pass me that? Without even skipping a beat, her teary eyes disappear. She said,
Extrovert! I love it!
Sure, here you go. I'm gonna start setting up now. Sounds good. It's almost done. Hey Cyrus, can you help me for a sec? Sure, what's up? Axel crouches down behind their makeshift kitchen and then holds up some kind of gadget. It's starting to get late. Since there's no lights in this building, we use these special lanterns. It looks sort of green, almost ghostly. What makes them special? Do I need to do something? I just need you to hold it still while I put in the fluid. Fluid? Yeah, it's a bioluminescent fluid. It's hard to come by, so I'd rather not spill it. It lasts for a long time, though. I think I can handle that. Is it safe to touch? As long as it doesn't get near your eyes. Axel places the lantern in front of me. Just hold it steady for me, alright? Got it. The lantern's surface feels cool to the touch. I wonder if it's glass. Oh, right. We'll look at your head after we eat. It's fine, it doesn't hurt. Well, duh, it doesn't hurt because you don't have nerves, you fool! That's not all. We should still make sure it's not infected. Alrighty. Anyway, ready when you are. Thanks. Should take just a minute. Axel slides the top of a canteen which produces a small opening. The fluid then he pours reminds me of syrup. If it was seafoam green. I was expecting it to smell bad, but I'm surprised that it's almost smoky. Easy does it. Almost there. His arms are almost trembling as he tries to keep himself steady. Once he fills up most of the flask, he carefully slides the top of the container to shut it, before placing it down with a solid huff. Man, I hate using this stuff. Seems kind of cumbersome. Do you not have any portable lights? We do, but we don't have a convenient way to charge them. They're for emergencies. That's weird. I thought everything y'all use is solar powered, question mark. Not necessarily. Some equipment is, like the Axiom, but a lot of it is powered with kinetic energy. Oh, you lost me. That's alright, we'll show you when we get back. Just know it's a bit awkward to power stuff if we're away for too long. We like to save most of the power for the in-vehicle. I guess that makes sense. Rose calls and gets our attention. You guys ready to eat? Absolutely! Hey Ray, come on, it's dinner time! Thank God, I was about to keel over. You know I can always make you something if you're hungry. You don't have to wait. I'm not gonna bother you to make me a sandwich in the middle of a mission. I'll just save some leftovers for later. Suit yourself! Can you get the bowls and plates? Sure, give me a second. I'll get the food ready to serve! Appreciate it. They chat amongst themselves as they got everything set up. I wonder if they've forgotten that I'm here. If they have, this must be how they generally interact with each other. I can't deny that it's heartwarming. They have a nice dynamic going on, at least on the surface. I think Cyrus should be the first to eat. Huh? How come? He's our guest, Ring. Can't be a guest if he's gonna live with us. Technically, he's right, but I still think Cy should choose. Fine, whatever. Just this once. Attaboy. Axel sits down on a crate and motions for me to sit next to him. I can serve you, just let me know what you'd like to try. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. It's hard not to drop my guard around this guy. His voice is really calming to listen to. This group is already way more considerate than my last host. As of right now, I don't think they've lied to me. Axel said there were things he can't explain right now, but soon. That's way better than what Lance was doing. Lance from the get-go wasn't happy with the situation. I'm pretty sure he only tolerated me at the start for the money. Maybe I'm just being naive, but I don't think this group is lying to me. If they were, it wouldn't take long for their stories to fall apart. As far as I can tell, everything is adding up. I've been trying to stay alert for only one day and I'm already exhausted. I'm tired of being on edge. I think I deserve some time to relax a bit. I think I'd like to try some of the soup, if that's alright. Coming right up. I think the fatigue from everything is starting to hit me. As wimpy as it sounds, I don't want to put too much effort into eating right now. I just want to sip some soup and go to bed. It reminds me. Hey Axel, are you sure we can't sleep in the vehicle? Axel pours a ladle of creamy broth into my bowl, before setting some kind of pastry on the plate next to it. Sorry, probably not. We need to keep it off for the night to conserve power. Cloaking takes a lot of energy. That's why we set up here. I see. Don't be a wuss.
How about don't be a dick?
I'm not. He can handle it. I'm just worried about the desert getting cold. We have a heated blanket for you to use. Made it myself. Yeah. I really want to say that doesn't make me feel much better, but I decide not to. Too tired for that. Too tired to sass back. I appreciate it. No problem. Hey! You don't get any... Hey, you don't get any dumplings.
Come on! You can't hog them all the time.
They're the last batch Talon made. F off!
That's because you ate the last two by yourself.
He made them...
Aha! Silver's a dude! Silver's a dude!
He made them for me.
He made them for us!
They continue their dinner time squabble.
Hello!
Didn't realize I'd get dinner and a show. Speaking of, the soup is absolutely amazing. It's the perfect temperature with a good amount of flavor. I think it's a fit soup. It tastes, well, fishy in a good way. Fish, leek, and a potato soup, maybe? Just a hint of peppers for a kick. Not what I'd go with, but I can't deny what it works well together. You made this soup, Axel? Oh yeah, I did. You like it? It's amazing. Thank you. For what? He looks to be bewildered for some reason. For giving me a decent meal. Oh, you're welcome. But you don't need to thank me for that. Still, thank you. I appreciate having an actual meal for once. Guys, it's been a while, huh? Feels like years. Well, eat up! When we get home, I'll have access to my kitchen. I'll make you anything you want, anytime. I can't help but chuckle. I might have to hold you to that. I go to take another spoonful of soup before being interrupted by a dragon's hand. Here, you can have one. He's holding a dumpling on a pair of tongs. Axel and Rose look stunned like, that never happened. I guess I do too, because I don't respond right away, which makes Ring annoyed. Well, do you want one or not? Sure, thank you. I find another plate and hold it up for Ring. He delicately plates the dumpling down.
Dang! I guess Axel was right! You are warming up to the new newbie!
No, Rose. Don't tease behavior you want to see more of. I'm just saying. Thank you, Ring. I appreciate it. Don't mention it. I'm curious, though. What's the occasion, Ring? Nothing! Rose and Axel lean in with mischievous smile like... What? You're allowed to be nice, you know. I am nice. Rose snorts. Shut up. Shut up. I felt bad for him. He probably hasn't eaten anything good in a long time. I'm allowed to be nice.
We already said that. Don't worry, I won't tell Talon.
Promise? Ring, he won't care that you shared your food. He said you don't have to hoard it anyway. Not gonna stop me from trying. Clearly.
Do I get one too?
No.
Come on, let me just have one.
I said no! F off! Rose starts clinking together a pair of tongs as he's about to pound which makes Ring move back defensively. Now they're all getting into it, laughing and teasing each other while they eat. Now this is a good then. Cucumbers! This is nice. Really nice. Just watching them interact makes me happy. I couldn't just sip in the soup. With all the commotion, I'm already feeling sleepy. A tiny part of me wonders if they drugged the soup or something to make me tired. But I quickly quashed that notion. They're all eating it, and they could knock me out if they wanted to. Damn it, I'm getting too paranoid for my own good. I can't help but yawn before I bite into the dumpling. Okay, I can see why Ring is so protective of these things. There's steam, and there's just enough fat inside to make them rich and flavorful. Okay, out of all the food you could have been excited for, why cucumbers? Because I was like, oh, bread, the soup, oh, cucumbers! I just saw the cheese, like, oh, cheese! Good, right? Ring is looking at me expectantly. I quickly swallow. Yeah, they're good. Talon made these? Sure did. He usually works solo. Sometimes we go a few months without seeing him. But he makes us a lot of good food to store before leaving. You mean he makes you a lot of good food? I don't remember the last time I got a whole meal from him. Have you tried asking? Have you tried shutting the F up? They glare at each other. They glare at each other again. I can't help but chuckle. You guys are a riot. That's for sure. Axel smiles at me. You better get used to it. Don't worry. Don't worry. If Ring ever pisses you off too much, just call me. I'll knock him on his ass. I'm not going to antagonize the guy. Somehow I have trouble believing that. Oh, shut it. I'll play nice as long as he does. I rest my head on my hand and yawn before smirking. Oh, likewise. Maybe some other time. I'm starting to get a bit sleepy. I have to choke back a yawn just so I can finish up my soup. I'll set a bed for you once you're done eating. We'll probably be up for a bit longer. We got some planning to do. Do you need any help? Axel sighs. Cyrus, you gotta take care of yourself a bit more. We'll be fine. Don't worry about us. You just get some rest. Come on. Alright. We'll try not to keep you up, although some of us are a bit louder than the rest. What? What was that? Rose yells into Ring's ear. He bops her on the snout. Ow! You little... Rose, you did deserve that. Had to use your inside voice tonight, alright? Fine. Sorry, Sai. I'll be good tonight. It's fine. I'm already a light sleeper, so don't worry if I wake up. If you want, we can work outside. No, it's fine. I'm not here to trouble y'all. Alright, here, let's get you to bed then. My sleepy stupor is interrupted as Axel lifts me up by my armpits! Up you go! I have half a mind to push him off of me, but I'm too tired to try. Thankfully, he just helps me to my feet instead of trying to actually carry me. I think tomorrow I'll let them know I don't want to be touched. You sure we'll be okay sleeping here? Oh, we'll be fine. Hardly anyone drives all the way out here. They usually just port. I'm surprised there aren't places you can go with a car. Well, there are, but they usually want authentications and registration, which, as you can imagine, wouldn't fly with our work. Fair enough. I assume you want to sleep by yourself? Probably. No problem. Let me go get everything. Sorry, we don't have a toilet. If you need to go, you can just, go in the corner or something. I'll manage. Don't worry, there's sand everywhere. I could just poop out my shites and just bury it in the sand. Can I ask for a canister of water? Yeah, I'll get one too. I'll be back in a minute. I plop my scrawny ass on the ground. Sounds good. Axel makes his way out of the warehouse pretty quickly. Looks like Rose and Ring are cleaning up dinner. Pretty amicably, I might add. I stretch my arms, I lean back and then rest my hands on the ground. Most of the ground is actually dirt. Like someone stripped off whatever flooring there was before. Must have been pretty desperate to want something like that. Or maybe there was a lodestar somewhere that someone wanted to find. Oh, that reminds me of my own. I make sure that no one's looking in my direction before reaching into my jacket pocket. As it seemed like anyone's paying attention to me right now, I slowly pull out the stone. I cup my palm to hide it, but it's captivating as ever. I have some information and at least one thing of value. Wonder how far it'd get me. In the corner of my eye, I see Axel come back. As naturally as possible, I slid the stone away. What you looking at? Oh, I was just looking at my bandages. I think they need to be changed after all. Good thing I brought the first aid kit. Good thinking. Let me just... I started to pull up my sleeves when it finally hits me. I'm still wearing Lance's his jacket. The scent of vanilla hits my nose. I can't help but clench my fist like... That bloody bastard! Cyrus? Axel snapped me out of my thoughts. Huh? What's wrong? Your heart rate is a bit frazzled. Oh great, another walking heart monitor. Oh, sorry, I just realized how much I smell. Will I be able to shower tomorrow and wash my clothes? Of course! We have some robes you can wear while we watch everything. Great, great! This jacket is starting to reek. You want to take it off? No, I'll be fine.
Despite of what happened, he still has feelings for the guy. Okay. Alright.
Alright, here, let me see that out of yours. I outstretch my mummified hand. Starting from my middle finger, I slowly unravels all of the bandages. Dang, what happened again? I was holding a knife the wrong way. Axel looks stumped. For this long? Can't really feel pain. It was an awkward situation. Apparently. Once my hand is unraveled, I can't help but wince at the sight of the flayed skin. Unfortunately, it looks like some of the wounds are infected, indicated by some pus accumulating under the skin. That's not good. I got some disinfectant that will help. Our doctor can do more than I can. I'll be fine. I'm pretty tough. I'm aware, but it ain't pretty to look at. He opened the box he brought to take out a bottle of pink liquid, along with a rag. On the plus side, I guess you won't feel the stinging. Probably not. Even when I was younger, I was pretty good about rubbing alcohol in shots. Lucky you. As a cat, alcohol makes me lightheaded just by smelling it. Not that kind of alcohol, and don't you run a bar. And done.
You know, that's why your manager's like is the one doing your bar. You can handle the alcohol.
I didn't realize, but he's already cleaned up my bad hand. The rag is covered in pink and yellow. Oh, that was fast. Cats have to be quick to get unnoticed. Guess that hasn't changed. What's that? Nothing. You're a weird guy, you know that. So I've been told. Is that all? Hang on, let me wrap it up again, just for one more day. He's pretty gentle as he moves the bandages around my hand. Tiger ties a neat little bow at the base of my wrist for a good measure. There! How's that feel?
How many chapters? 2, 6, and 7. So that means we'll be here for until 2 o'clock, I think.
There! How's that feel?
Good, I guess. It certainly looks better than the last bandages.
Look like an amateur job, at best.
In more ways than one.
I tried to laugh, but it's cut off by a yawn. Okay. I kept you up long enough. We're going to try to leave before sunrise. It's about 8 p.m. right now, so you'll be able to get at least 8 hours of rest before we head out.
That'd be nice. I'm pretty beat.
Axel halves himself as he opens up a bag he brought. He unravels a big mat along with an even bigger blanket. Whoa. You'll have plenty of space with these. They're big even for me. Don't worry, I'll live without it. I didn't realize he was giving me his own. Wow. Thanks. This looks pretty cozy. No worries. Here, I can turn on the heat with my axiom. How warm do you want it?
A bit. I don't want to sweat even if it gets cold.
Axel pulls out his axiom and swipes it on. Unlike Lance's, his screen has an orange tint to it. In that case, I'll set it to automatic. Should work out. That's fine with me. Oof! I'm almost blindsided by the fluffy pillow tossed into my lap. Oops, sorry, I should have warned you. You can use that. Don't worry if it gets dirty. We'll wash everything when we get back. Got it. Axel sets everything up in a nearby corner of the warehouse, complete with a big canteen of water and a small cylinder. That's a lot you can use to get around if you need it. Do you want some earplugs too? Rose can be quite the snorer. Sure, thank you. Axel starts to rummage around in the bag he brought, giving me a moment to breathe. I didn't think it was possible, but I'm starting to get overwhelmed with how considerate he is. Unlike Lance, I think he is actually scared of not accommodating me in some way. Before I know it, he tosses me a small container. Those should be some human-grade earplugs. You can keep them. Anything else? No, I'm okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. No problem. Well, get some rest, and don't hesitate to call me if you need anything, alright? Sure will do. With that, Axel gets up and congregates with his crew, leaving me with a moment of peace and quiet. Phew! What a day! At least they're actually nice. Well, for the most part. Ring seems a bit prickly, but I think he at least has a heart. As I get under the blanket, I collect my thoughts. I really hope they're telling the truth. I don't think I can handle more trauma this week. I guess it would make sense for them to bust me out of Resume just to sell me, right? Unless they're selling me to a competitor or something. That's convoluted, but not possible, I guess. I'll keep my guard up for the foreseeable future. I take one last deep breath as I put the earplugs in. They fit pretty well. The pillow is soft, but it's also pretty sturdy. Memory foam? Whatever it is, his makeshift bed is the best thing I've slept in a very long time. If it doesn't take long for the heated blanket to knock me out. Hey, are you sure about this? I'm super groggy. What time is it? Oh my god, it's the middle of the night. And Rose is very loud. I lift my head up slightly. Apparently, he didn't wear the earplugs. I lift my head up slightly. I think one of my earplugs came out. I think we should tell him ASAP. The lights are all out. It sounds like they're on the opposite side of the warehouse whispering. There's barely any moonlight either, making it all the harder to figure out. I'm telling you, we should wait till Veda checks up on him. You're scared of how he'll react, aren't you? Terrified. I get that, but isn't it better to rip off the bandages? Do either of you want to do it? There's a moment of silence. No, but that's not fair. You're the leader here. Just why I'm making the decision to wait. Let's at least bring him to a stable environment with an expert on the topic. I'm sliding my hand on the mat to try to find the earplug. I can hear someone sigh. Alright, I won't say anything. Me neither. But you better be prepared for the fallout. I think he'll be alright, for the most part. Like you said, he's tough. Spring starts to yawn. If you say so. Oh well, he'll find out sooner or later. I feel bad for him. Same. Let's just make sure we're for him, alright? We're here for him, alright? They all grunt in agreement. Is Cyrus dying? They all grunt in agreement. Alright, I'm going to bed. Night, you two. Night. Night. And with that, they all rustle about for a moment before getting comfortable enough to sleep. Followed by loud snoring, which reminds me to stuff the earplug back in my ear. Peace and quiet, for the most part. Now my mind is running. I wonder what they're keeping from me. I'll probably find out in the next few days, but even still, anxiety starts to spike again. The cold desert wind hitting my face reminds me to get under the heated blanket. It's the perfect temperature. Is he dying? I hope this comfort lasts a little while longer. I'm tired. I'm tired. When I wake up again, I can't help but wonder one thing. Will I ever have a consistent place to sleep? At the very least, this heated blanket did wonders. I find myself completely enveloped by it. if I didn't know any better, I'd say I could fall asleep again. Hell, I don't even know what time it is. Maybe I can? Oh my god, it's still... it's chapter 7!
Hello everybody, it's me, Cookie. Thanks for watching the video. But I want to thank my regular and happy cookies for their generous donations to my Patreon. And a super shout out to my super generous thirsty cookies, who are Jamie Levan, Corey Smith, J_Choi, Peru, Random, Enzo Cordon, and Fire Elemental. Hugs and kisses to everyone who generously donated and supported the channel. Become a Patreon so you can watch more extra content and unfiltered videos. See you in the next video. Bye-bye!